And then we turn the microphone on, and we will start today. Hey guys, it's Monday. To we made it through the weekend into a new work week, and we made it to the end of that first day. Hooray us. That is a little loud in my ears. I'm going to turn that down. Hopefully that does not kill the music for you. Let's just check our volume levels here. Hey, bring it up a little bit. There we go. Here we are. Like I said, on Monday, we made it through Monday. Let's go, team. We finished up one picture last week. We've been working on for, well, pretty much since May. So, June, July, about 2 months. Not bad. Not bad. Total of what, like 3, 6, 9, yeah, 24 hours total work. That's, I think that's pretty good. That's not bad. Anyway, since we got these things going on, we're going to go ahead and start working on this little stinger, little badge, if you will, that Lady Red has been so kind to give me to kind of customize for myself and for my children things. So we're going to be doing that for the next little bit, and this will be all off to share. But let's go ahead and just get rid of the stuff that we're not going to be using right away. What's that at? Oh, that's what that is. Okay, and that's somehow tied to. That's pretty. That's tied to that layer. I don't know how she did that, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and just turn off a couple of these things here. Basically, everything but the cog is what we'll need. Maybe we can keep that there. And the layers are technically there, so let's turn those off. I've already got my own little layer here for where I'll be working, but let's go ahead and make up our folders as always. So we've got our sketch layer. We're gonna have our lines of colors. I mean, we'll need those layers, yeah, but let's get rid of those layers. Let's get those folders, lines of colors. Go. Hello, Night Owl. How are you? I hope you had a good weekend. I had a pretty fun one. Like I said, I went to Gen Con. Met up with some of you auxiliary members there. Kind of tagged each other all back and forth when we saw each other. That was nice. And I just met some other fans, mostly around the BattleTech area. So that was all fun. Mostly okay. Well, sometimes that's all you can ask for is mostly. Go ahead and just close that off. I probably should have done this earlier, but let's go ahead. Open up our folders menu. Alright, maybe we can start grabbing reference pictures of things like that. As we don't need them. That's all those are. Oh, pardon me, a little tired here and there, but I think I'll live. Fun weekend, but just recovering a little bit. That's all there is. Failed to stream snipe Ralphie on MechWarrior Online. Well, that's pretty fun. As long as you didn't, if you did get him, as long as you didn't harass him, as long as it's all in good fun. Anyway, so yeah, I got just reference folder opened up now if I need that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start off with some things. Let's go ahead and get. It says no, that's this one. Alright, which art book is this again? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. This one. This one. That's Ramar. Humar. There you go. Broadcast right there. Go ahead and just drag this over here. Yep, there it is. Boop. Now bring that up there. Weekend and Monday was good. Good to hear. Today's project, we are working on our new, little, what am I calling it? Channel template that Red has made up. So we kind of have like a bit of a uniform look. That's what we're going to be starting on. We're going to be working on ours, on mine here. Just kind of just copy that. Yeah, channel template. Those things are a little bit uniform. Now, where else? Of course, let's go ahead and make a new folder here. Put that underneath. That's our reference folder. There we go. And we go ahead and just paste that right there. Let's move that right around, and let's get our magic wand and just start getting rid of some colors here that we don't need. You know what? That is pretty nice. Ether, buddy. Shit went down, man, with you. Sorry to hear that. Hit me up on Steam, man. We'll get you back. We'll get you back, man. But let's go ahead and bring paint up, actually. Because I like the control paint has a lot better with its magic wand. Let's go ahead and put that up in the corner there. You got me on Steam there, Ether, so hit me up there. We can talk there and things like that, and hopefully help you get some things straightened out, man. Yeah, that head does have a bit of an underbite, doesn't he? Alright, let's go ahead and just turn some of this. Alright, use my... That's just a lot of static that is picking up. There we go. And we can crawl this one up a little bit. Oh, good. That's a lot of... We won't really be needing his head, so... We can take out some of that. You know what? Yeah, let's just blank that all out. You know what? Since we're here, let's grab our lasso tool. We'll just actually... Because we are here basically just for the chest. And you know what? Maybe we'll lose this neck. Leave that neck and the inside here. Let's go back to our magic wand button. That's picking up a lot of static that we don't want. Alright, we might just end up using the lasso tool here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's start from over here, actually. We don't need that arm, really. There we go. Actually, let's look at that hand again. Open this up. That arm is actually in a good position. Let's go ahead and actually redo this a little bit. Zoom in. Grab all of that right there. Copy. Back over to paint. And then let's expand canvas. Alright, out. So, let's go. Oh, nope. V, crop there. There we go. That works. That's what I forgot to do, was crop the image. Okay. So, once again, delete that. Try and keep that inside detail a little bit because I like that. I'll be working with that. Gosh, maybe I should have kept that other shoulder at least. Well, yeah, we should have kept that shoulder too. So let's do that again. Now let's do it again. Oh, that's weird. All right, just. Yeah. Alright, let me just catch up on with my real message real quick. Little bit of business there. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Anyway, back to things. So once again, like I said, I kind of like where that is. So let's figure out where this corner will be. That corner will live here, and then we'll just that like that. Just because I'll regret it if I don't. And alright, back to paint. Back to paint.net. Yes. Expand canvas. Crop to that picture. There. Will this be the last time we do that? Probably not, but who the hell knows? Alright. Zoom out. Wrong one. Let's trace around that part of the arm. Let's keep that there. I forgot what I was doing for a second, so I've got a little cutout here, but that's fine. So I can give away here. But Gen Con, yes, Gen Con was fun. Like I said, it was nice meeting up with the auxiliary members that were there. Freed was one of them. Again, just met some other fans of the Legion, things like that. There. One real thing about all that was just, yeah, thanks, Fez. But yeah, like one fun thing about the convention was when I was walking around with my Van Zant stuff on, but I mean, most noticeably was the pants flag, was just catching someone's eye, because like they had seen me first. I looked over at them and I make eye contact with them, and they just had like the biggest smile when I acknowledged that, like, hey, I see you looking at me, now I'm looking at you. And they're just like, ah, so, you know, of course, then just going over, talking with things like that. That was a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, of course I had the pants flag. I think a picture or two were actually posted in the auxiliary over the weekend, but yeah. Like, there was one guy from Venezuela there that I saw, talked to for a little bit. And I mean, first off, holy smoke, someone from Venezuela came to Gen Con. That said something about the convention itself. Now again, Gen Con is the largest board gaming convention in this hemisphere. So, you know, like, Western Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere. Maybe Northern Hemisphere. Because there might be a bigger one in Europe somewhere, but I don't really know. And even then, there could be one in China, but I mean, let's be honest, just, you know, China can do that. But again, Gen Con is just that big, and that guy was hanging around the BattleTech area. And again, like I said, just kind of just met his eyes, because he was looking at me with a big smile, things like that, talking with him. So that was a lot of fun. And then just like a lot of the volunteers for Catalyst Games were like, so are those what I think they are? Like, yeah. One's like, well, what do you think they are? They're Black Panthers. You would like, yeah. It's just, you know, it's just fun. How many Auxies? At least 4. Let me pull up a quick list here, because I did talk to some of them. I did tag some of them in the Legion. Let's see. Let's see. Dealer of Death was there. Talked with him. I met with Mike. He's in the Legion. Mikkel. Let's see here. No, that's not someone I did meet up with. Let me check. Quick search here. Tannen Wolf, met him and his family, very nice people. Bunk Burner, met with him, they're nice people. Fabricator Locum, I gave him a patch. Nice guy. Oh yeah, there's a few people. I could have, but no, I did not bring Malort with me because I don't want to be carrying alcohol around on the con floor. That would be a big no-no, especially if con staff found out and learned that I worked at a booth. So, you know, again, I was there as a booth worker first, Legion representative second. So, you know, that's what that was about. And my hotel room was way too itsy-bitsy teeny weeny to bring anybody back to. But yeah. Just again, just a lot of fun though. Played my first game of BattleTech there, actually. There was one booth there set up in like the big gaming area that was doing BattleTech tournaments, but they weren't connected to Catalyst, which is pretty interesting. And they had like a free-for-all. Wasn't necessarily. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off Paint.net for you guys real quick. It wasn't necessarily a. Take care of this layers. Just delete that layer. Fetus. Okay, now it's showing up clear. Why is it showing up clear now when it doesn't? Okay, you know, I'm gonna stop questioning this. But yeah, it was like a free-for-all arena fight. And I was playing with an imp. It was pretty good. And I got to keep that mini, and I got to keep a mini I won as well, but the imp's left arm broke off, so I'm going to try and glue that back on. But then I was also able to get a Rifleman and a Marauder 2 off that table. But that was technically my first full game. I met someone there, one of the Catalyst volunteers. Her name was Courtney. Kind of just taught me the basics of the game. She's like, go ahead and grab it back here. And he was like, well, I'm a fan of the Rifleman, so let's go ahead and play with this rifle. Okay, so here's your sheet and things like that. Those are your weapons. Here's how we're gonna play. Start off moving. The round was only 4 turns. First 2 turns were walking the mech, and then the next 2 turns were actually battling. And unfortunately, the game ended after turn 4 because I stag-pulled her in the mech. Basically, shot out the fusion core. Got 1 critical hit the first battle phase. Got 2 more critical hits that second battle phase. So, it didn't last that long. But, that was fun. That was fun. Okay, so the basic idea is kind of going to be leaning out of the cog here. I'm going to have some game systems in the right hand here. The left hand is going to have like my stylus that I use for drawing. So why don't we actually go ahead and let's pull these layers up on top for now. That's inside. That's weird. What the hell is going on? I mean, whatever this is, it's neat, but whatever Red has this set to, I have no idea. So what I can do is I can just gonna go ahead I'm just gonna click up here and I'm gonna repaste that layer. I'm just gonna replace that layer. Let's go ahead and get rid of this reference folder. And then we'll just make a new one here. Here's our body ref here. There. Now we've got control of what we want to do. I think that's about the size we'll want it. A little bit of an angle here. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll just go back here to sketch. And now we can begin to do so. Let's go to paper layer, just grab our backfill. Boop. Paper boop. Okay. Make backfill. There's backfill, there you go. And we'll go here and just make that black. Alright, and then we got our pencil, mechanical pencil 10. Ooh. Let's bump this down to 5. Maybe 3. Alright, yeah, 3 might be good. Okay. So let's go ahead. Why don't we go ahead and just sketch out in the red here. Since we'll be going over that black line anyway, that black cog. Move the microphone a little bit so I'm not bumping it with my headset. But yeah, also the Buddies booth I was working in, we had our best year. He had his best year at Gen Con as far as his own personal game sales go and things like that. So that's a big plus. That really got him kind of amped up. He had a new game. He had a new expansion for his game. Well, actually, I should say 2 new expansions for his game. And then on top of that, he also has some enamel pins, or one enamel pin. Didn't sell out of them, but sold just about half of them. So he was already in profit margin territory for the pin. So that's good. I think he said he bought 100 pins, and what he was charging at would have just a stupid amount. Kind of like, if I sell all these pins, I will have X amount of profit. Yeah, this was the closest he came to making table this year. Gen Con is not something he breaks even on, but this was the closest he's gotten. So I'm glad to hear that he's still able to go, kind of thing. Even though a couple other things kind of came up with our table mates, but that's not for this conversation at the moment. I'm really like to talk good about my buddy in his game Elemental Conflicts. Like I said, he was really happy this year because last year was like, man, I'm just really bummed that I don't have any new product to sell. It's just the same thing year after year. So me and the guy I worked with, God, I think his name is Greg. I hope I'm getting it right. But we just kind of just talking amongst ourselves, like, dude, man, if you can't think of much, just try at least get another expansion out next year. And a lot of people are asking, well, how many players is this? Well, it's built-in 2-player game, but a lot of people are wondering, could we get 4 players? So one thing I'm kind of pushing him to do is make the game a pseudo deck builder. Even though you're basically playing with your regular bicycle deck of cards, 52 cards, and then some with these spells cards, it's make it like a deck building game because he's got these expansions now. Get another element out there, and come up with 2-player rules. One person builds a 40 card deck or something like that. Each person builds a 40 card deck. And then you can strategize from there. If you want to go try to lean into all dragons, or go with all magic and things like that, or go all one element, you could. Just basically tweak the rules he has initially for the game for a 2-player set, but not as dramatically to where it's a complete regame balance rewrite. So I hope he's considering that. But at the very end, next year, he's hoping to have another game because he's worked with a couple of guys that are really helping him push and things like that just to keep going. So that's a big plus too, that he's got someone local really, a couple of guys local really helping push and drive him to do more things. So he's hoping to have a second game out, and I'm like, what? If you have a second game out, that's great, but at least aim for the beta of your new game. That way you can demo it, have people break it, so you know what needs to be changed and tweaked a little bit for the actual release. But also, try and aim for one more expansion of Elemental Conflicts. That way you do have something new if he does not have this new game ready in time. But like I said, we sold almost half the enamel pins of Brimley the Hat, who has become the mascot of 20 Hat Games. He premiered as a puppet a few years ago, back in 2018. They sold plushes of him, handmade plushes back in 2019. Nothing obviously in 2020 and 2021 because I don't think there was a convention those years. But 2022? Was I there in 2022? I honestly can't remember now. I know I was there last year in 23. And 23 is when this all went down. When it was like, hey, man, make some pins, man. Pins are the new hotness. So like I said, he made pins of Brimley, which, again, we sold about half. Some people bought pins just because they're pin collectors. Like, oh, you got a pin, I gotta have a pin, give me your pin. Some people are Gen Con students, like, oh, it's not official Gen Con fan, I'm not buying it, so, blah to them. But no, it was a really good year for, just Pointy Hat games in general. And I'm really happy for that, so, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I will say one cute interaction was during my free-for-all little Battletech tournament there, going against this little 12-year-old named Deacon. Great kid, fun kid. Really knew the game. I guess he's been playing for like 4 years at 12 years old. So his parents are doing a real bad job of raising him, getting him addicted to such a horrible game so early in life. But what can you do? But he really had a bit of a brawl on his hands. But little Deacon is a fan of Legion, and when he kind of realized that, he's like, oh, you know Mr. Tex and all stuff. Like, yeah, I know Mr. Tex, things like that. And I've been taking, I've been talking to Tex all weekend, just kind of updating him on all the fun things, fun interactions, everything I've had with the fans, things like that. And unfortunately, I was out of badges to get the kid. So, but I wanted to do something special for this kid. Fortunately, I couldn't do that right away. But luckily, I did see the kid Sunday, and he was actually at the Pointy Hat booth. I just happened to just run into him, honestly, by complete coincidence, just happened to run into the kid. And I'm like, hey, little guy, come here, I got something for you. Oh yeah, what's that? And then I played a little bit of a personal voice recording from Tex. So I could just see that whole just excited child light up that I have seen in myself before, when not necessarily meeting a celebrity, but even when I've met someone I really liked, but when someone like that acknowledges you, kind of thing, it's really something special. And I could tell that kid was just really happy about that. Just really happy about that. So that's a fun story right there. I would like to tell and have told. That was really nice of him too. Just get a couple of lines in there. I'm going to do these arms separately. This is the right arm. And then I was also able to send that message to his dad, so that kid can have that message now. If he wants to listen to it, he can. So that was a nice, just kind of fun thing to do. That was a really fun thing to do. Here, I've actually got a mock-up of what I had in mind, so let's go ahead and open that up too. There we go. Here's our basic idea of what we're doing. And because this was a basic idea, I was going to give it a red, but she decided to just give me the whole straight up whole file herself. So that's what this is. I gotta find what's what. Okay, that's all the letter rigamadoo. That's the body. This is our body. This is letters, and that's just lettering. So we go ahead and we'll just copy this later. I mean, we can just everything here and just why? As catching the whole layer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we're just gonna grab this tool here, zoop, boop, and learn our borders. Boop. Now we'll just copy that. We can also just toss this on our reference layer here. It's a lot bigger than what we were given, so we can just easily just bleed it down. essentially just match the size that we have there too. Wow, I was not. Wow. Okay, let's lock this layer here. I want to turn this layer black, so I want to see like how close I am here. I'll turn that stupid gear off. I mean, it's not a stupid gear, but you know, it's just in the way at the moment. Just let me just yeah, just turn that whole thing off. Close that for now. But yeah, wow, we actually weren't that far off from what I had just sketched out. Just here, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. Hey, Black Hammer. Hey there, DRL. No, this is Epidemic Sounds fantasy playlist. So songs down the lower left-hand corner if you like the song, so you can go ahead and search it on Spotify if you like. Hello there, Tom Zach. So I'm going to guess it's pronounced like Zach, like Zach. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn that layer off. Oh, no, wrong layer. I'm going to turn this layer off now. Actually, not really. Let's go ahead and move this layer over so we can get, like, our arm position here. Yes, apply transpiration. You know what? Let's go ahead. We're also going to... we're going to try saving time lapses for these. Or at least these smaller projects, as I hope it's a smaller project. And anyway, go back to our color palette here. Right arm. And looking at, I can turn this one off now though. Do that actually. Let me look at the other. We still have it. Actually, we still have it pulled up right here. That artwork's kind of what we're looking for there. For that turned up arm. Let me look at the art book real quick. Hey, Grimos. Oh no, you're saying hi to Black Hammer, which is fine. Right, let me look at some of this other art just off here to my right. That's monster art. Oh my gosh, it's the Diggs. The Diggs of the Diggs Pants Diggy. How you doing today, Diggs? Dig Pants No Diggy, okay. That does not show what I'm looking for. Boo! Boo that faux New World. No, that faux model being there. She's covering up the arm. Well, it's fine. Alright, well, that's not what I'm looking for there, which is fine. Yeah, it is Merp Day. It is Merp Day, and we've made it to the end of Merp Day. I am super quiet. I mean, I wasn't directly in my microphone at that moment, so that could have been part of that reason. Because I was looking off to my right at some universe. You're not quiet. You are perfectly fine. Yeah, so it might be your ears. Your ears might be listening too quietly. Did you ever consider that? That's Fantasy Star Online 2. I don't need that art. Fantasy Star Online 3. I mean, that's the same models. So let's take a look here. Game 3, I was not a fan of how 3 was set up, so I never bought it and played it. Oh yeah, let's turn this MMO game into Yu-Gi-Oh! Why? God, that's a kick-ass piece of art. There it is. Here, let me bring this over here. That is awesome. That Rockash just used the mechas like, and that game is nowhere near that exciting. That game is nowhere near that exciting. Because you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Seriously, look up Phantasy Star Online 3 card. It's just nowhere near that cool. They said, hey, you know what people liked about this game? Let's put those all in Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Card games are cool, right? Yeah, people are gonna like that. Let's do that. Yeah, being in a voice chat might lower other volumes too, but you know, who knows? Yeah, again, computers are weird when they think they're helping, but they're not. So, you know, I don't think I am getting any other decent references, so, you know. Anyway, okay, back to the picture itself, though. So, move this around. Like I said in the reference shot here, yeah, well, so we'll just that's the right arm. You know, I want to make that separate. So let's actually make a folder for arms. Drop that in there. Do the, you know, I'll just call that the wrist. That's essentially what it's going to end up being. It's just its wrist. Gauntlet wrist, you know, whatever. It's a thing. It's a thing that does the stuff. Close to this one, yeah, don't save. But I did come home to a nice surprise on Sunday night, about 3 miles from my house. Like, okay, you know, let's see how the house is doing. So, pull my phone up and I get my Nest app going. I see the AC's on, but I noticed that the room temperature of the room that it's taking the sensor reading off of is 92 degrees. That's not right. So, I opened up the history. Apparently sometime Friday after 4:30, or even before 4:30, the motor in my AC unit decided to die. So, you know, that was fun. That was running for, you know, basically 48 hours. But luckily the AC guy basically came out right before the stream here and got that replaced. So I've just got fans kind of blowing on high and trying to get the house back down. So, yeah. I've got that going for me, which is nice. Actually, I'm going to check temperatures right now. Just real quick. Alright. It's still... Ooh, that's dropped about 3 degrees then. Up there. Since I started about 5 o'clock or so is when he, I think, finished up. So, that's only been going for a couple hours. And then 83. You know what? So yeah, that's good. That's good. It's going good. been scorched the past couple of weeks. Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, it's been warm, hasn't it? It's been pretty warm recently. We're supposed to get down to 71 tonight, so I might open the windows up and try blowing some of that nice, cool air through the house and help it all out. You know, help bring the house down with the outside temperature instead of relying on the AC, because last month's electric bill was not fun. Last year's bill was not fun. Our month's bill was not fun, so I gotta, handle that. And then the right hand. But as far as stuff that I bought, like I said, I basically got 4 mechs for free. Got 4 mechs for free. Then I also got a whole bunch of other single buy mechs for a buddy of mine. That Catalyst is basically they're kind of convention exclusive, so I bought a bunch of those for him. And I'm like, because he's like, hey, if you see these at the convention, you get me some of those. And I'm like, all right, I'll take a look. And I snagged up each one, and I ended up messaging him like, hey, how much do you love me? And he's like, why? How much do you love me? Why? And I sent him a picture of all 4 mechs. I'm like, because I got these for you. And he's like, oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. So, they come with stands? They just come with stands. Look at that. Anyway, so, probably when I see him at ASEN, he'll be buying some of those off of me. Hey there, Digiman. So he'll be buying some of those off of me. I might end up keeping the other ones, or maybe give away. I don't know yet. And then some other fan of Legion, came up to me and gave me some other mechs as well to paint up a kind of feature. So I'm going to talk to Parallax and send those his way. So, maybe in a few weeks, depending on what Parallax's workload is, he might be working on some special mechs that I was given. Unfortunately, I didn't get all the information I wanted to get off of the guy that gave them to me, but I've got a basic idea of what he wanted, so I'll pass what information I have off to Parallax, and then he can customize the mechs as he desires. And then I bought my first box of mechs. I got it sitting over there right there. Let me just I got the Clan Heavy Star. Why the Clan Heavy Star? Am I a Clan player? No, I don't think I would be. However, the reason I got the Heavy Star is because I was looking at one pack. It's like, okay, this one's got the Marauder and the Archer in it. I don't really want, not necessarily want the other mechs in there, but whatever. It's just how they do. Because I looked at another one, I was like, okay, well that one's got the Warhammer. I would like the Warhammer. But then I just kind of looking around, and then I noticed that the Heavy Star has the Marauder 2, the Warhammer 2, and the Hunchback 2. So it's like, well, you know what? It's got 2 of the mechs, the Warhammer and the Marauder, basically what I'm really after. Getting a Hunchback, why not? They sound like fun. And then just the Stone Rhino and whatever else is in there, they're just in there. But that wasn't all that bad. If Foresight was a thing, I probably would have gotten I still would have had to buy both those boxes if I wanted the Archer and the regular Warhammer. But because I got a Marauder 2 as well. Like I said, out of that one little free-for-all. Whoa, that is a big. There we go. That little free-for-all term I played in. that the guy let me have. So that was really nice too of that guy. So I wanted the king crab because like you got to keep the mech you want, and then and then we each won a mech at the end of it. And if we wanted to, we could have traded in mechs. Just put your second one on the wall, eh, Diggs? Cool. But yeah, like I said, we could trade in mechs. Like, I did that straight. I'm like, I'd like to get the Marauder 2 if I could, and the King Crab you have there. I was like, well, that King Crab's is going to be actually used in the next tournament, and it might have actually been their last one. It's like, I'll tell you what, you go ahead and take the Marauder, and you also, that needs to be its own thing. Go ahead and take that Marauder, and then you could also, let's get another folder made up here. That's for consoles. They could take any of the mechs over here on this side. So, instead of the King Crab, took the Marauder, and then was like, well, I'm a bit of a sucker for, these go inside here. That goes inside there. These go inside there. Like, well, I am a sucker for a blackjack, so I got myself a second blackjack, because I did buy a blackjack last year. So I've got the build your own blackjack that they sold, and I've also got now a resin printed blackjack. So not blackjack, but rifleman. I'm sorry, excuse me, rifleman. NES. That's gonna be Super NES. No. Then, actually, do I have those here? That's that kick-ass picture. Fuck up. No, I don't have the console references in that one. So let me just grab it NES real quick. Nintendo Entertainment System. I get it. I thought I found an angle that it was. Aha, here we go. That's basically the angle I'm looking for. Open image in new tab. That's open page in new tab, wasn't it? Yeah, link in new tab. Open image in new tab. There we go. Copy that. Let's go ahead and bring Paint back up for you guys. There it is. And we're just going to go ahead, cut, paste that, expand canvas. And we'll crop that image, and we'll grab our magic wand. And we'll turn this the fuck up. 50%, we'll go ahead and hit that delete button. There we go. And we'll get our lasso tool and just make this a little bit smaller. And crop that, there we go, good enough. And we can copy that. And then I can go ahead and turn Paint off now. And then over in our reference folder, let's go ahead and just whoop that right in there. Move that. And shrink it down to about an NES size. There we go. And it will sit, just kind of just like right here. And that little bundle of video game joy just kind of sits right there. Now we got the Super, well, we just put it right on top of that. Super NES. Let's see if I can't get a decent picture of that at that 3/4 angle. I mean, even that, if I really want to, I just, grab the one off the shelf, but that would be a little bit of digging, and, it's kind of, I mean, how that guy's holding the NES Mini is good enough. Oh, okay, we're starting to get away from the actual console now. Go back up, go up, go up, go back, go back, go back! Yeah, I know this ain't the most exciting thing for you guys, but alright, let's grab this picture here. Open image and copy that. Wow, we're getting a lot of use out of Paint.net today, aren't we? Getting a lot of use out of that today. And we can expand the canvas. That's a pretty big expansion there. Bunch of stuff you ordered to paint. Delivered at home. Oh, hooray! What fun! What fun! All right, let's zoom out of here a little bit. Nope, nope. Boop, boop. There we go. First off, let's start by just grabbing that. We'll crop to that. And then once again, we'll grab our magic wand. Wow, that's grabbing a lot. Going onto the white there. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's grabbing a whole lot. Stop grabbing all of that magic wand. There. Get rid of that. Now get rid of people. I don't want the people there. Let's grab the most people-y color looking of the people. And that just spreads like a virus. It's like Plague.Inc. And then there's Madagascar right there. Right there in the palm of the hand. It's Madagascar. Oh, we finally got in. Alright, what happens if I try that and then see what we could do? Alright, let's just crawl little by little. In the palm of my hands. To ask just one simple question. Do you want to get high and fill our bellies with diet soda? That's just a good scene. Plus, I also saw the Emperor Palpatine version of that, so, you know. Okay, now that almost sounds like they have a Marvel movie there. That gets rid of a lot of people looking color. There we go. There we go. Let's turn this up a little bit here. Oh, that's creeping too much into the Super Nintendo. There we go. Let's do that. Whoop. Oh, right. I'm not on lasso there. Now I'm on lasso. There we go. And we just copy that. And then go ahead and turn paint back off, back to Clip Studio, back to our reference layer. And boom, wow, that's pretty big. This is the Super NES layer, and this is just the NES layer. Turn the NES layer off, and just transform this one. Make it a little more sized. There we go. Yes, let's turn that one off. That's Super NES. Again, same thing, just kind of. It's got its little stand underneath it. A little more built up than its older brother. Let's turn the body off real quick because that's gonna. Yeah, there we go. That's about halfway down the console, so we'll just get a little bump there. And if you're wondering, yeah, we're still gonna be doing more Breath of the Wild this weekend. Still, like I said, I still need to get someone over here and help me with the Ecto one, so it'll come sooner rather than it'll be back sooner rather than later. But again, with my closer friends all having kids, you know, that stuff gets in the way. Foolish children, how dare they? So hopefully it won't take as long as it did. First off, let's see arm there. Turn those off too much. Yeah, shoulders can go in the arm there. But yeah, no, it will be back. We'll get back to the Ecto one soon enough. I'd like to get back to it sooner rather than later too, so you know. Because I do have all the pieces for it now. I do have all the pieces for it now. So it's only a matter of time before we get that finished up. Actually, you know, I think this needs to be a little more. Here. Do that. And then what do we put on that? That goes up like that. And we got a little ejection button there. Light. Controller ports. What is that? What is that? Spotify. What are you telling me, Spotify? Oh. New Traveler episode's out. That's telling me, Spotify. Thank you. As Power Rangers, not Kim Possible. Don't know how many times to go through this. Power Rangers is go, go, Power Rangers. Go beep, 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 beep. Kim Possible is just like, what, 5 clicks? Da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like 4 or 5 clicks. Flips. They kind of start on the same tone. They kind of start off similarly, but Kim Possible is shorter. Yes, they were both owned by Disney at one point, but they're two different sounds. Can you tell I've talked about this before for years? You know what? I am going to have the other controllers hanging down. So let's do the Nintendo 64 and the GameCube controllers. For that, I'll need the arms turned on. They're just simple enough. They're just going to be hanging over the arm here. With as weird as the Nintendo 64 controller was, it worked. I mean, it's kind of weird that when you look at it, it's basically just, you know, it's basically just the Wii, it's just a regular controller with the Wii joystick. You know, the Wii nunchuck attachment just, you know, in the middle. That's all it is. It's basically all it is. It's just Nintendo experimenting with what was coming out at the time. Trying something new, as Nintendo is wont to do. It didn't necessarily work that great. But I mean, how many other controllers are basically just the Nintendo 64 controller without that middle portion? So let's look at this. You got Nintendo 64 without the joystick there, right? So you got your D-pad, your button, your arrows, and your buttons. That looks kind of familiar. You know, let's hit that save button. That looks kind of familiar. Let's go ahead, and then you got, you know, left and right. That does look kind of familiar. What does that look like? Oh, well, you know, it just move, you know, elongate that a little bit, make the C buttons a little bit bigger. Oh, hey, you've got the PlayStation controller right there. Start and select, and look. Got the buttons there, you just extend the back side down, you got the extra buttons here, and eventually get the analog sticks there. Look at that, who knew? Oh look, just kind of round things out a little bit. Get the Nintendo 64, again, Nintendo 64, you know, you put those buttons there, put a joystick there, the cross pad there, and a joystick there. Oh look, it's the Xbox controller. The modern day controller evolved from the Nintendo 64 controller. Say what you want about it, but it is the father of modern day controllers. Again, were they an anomaly? Were they an anomaly? Like I said, you've got the 4 buttons there. At the time, they were just out of place. Modern day, they're just bigger now. They're just bigger now. They basically got rid of the A and B buttons, and they just made the C buttons bigger. That's all these new controllers have done. Sure, the GameCube controller was a little weird when they just tried something new with the A. This is the A button, the B button, and then the X and Y buttons there. But you know, that's all. Again, you've got the Xbox buttons here, these PlayStation buttons here. These are the C buttons from the Nintendo 64. Again, the modern day controller is the 64 controller is the father of the modern day controller. Like it or not, it is. Nintendo created it. The others, I'm not gonna say modernized it. They altered it and made it what they want. And eventually, Nintendo even went to that with the Wii Pro controller. But I mean, the GameCube controller, you know, it was shaped a little differently, but you know. The GameCube controller is basically, you know, you got your joystick here. You got your C-pad, you know, you got your C controller there. There's your D-pad. And then its little weird button of friends here. But, you know, again, what does that look like? That looks like the Xbox controller, just with the Nintendo 64 C buttons. I mean, are you talking about the Joy-Cons or the actual Pro controllers? Because there are 2 different controllers you can get. Heck, 3 different controllers, because you can buy the wireless GameCube controllers for the Switch, because Nintendo understands, okay, Joy-Cons, see? There. You're using the Joy-Cons. Buy a Pro controller. Your big hands will be thank you for it. Now, I know not everyone can that be, you know, just that easy, you know, like not everyone's the same, but you know, buy a Pro controller, you know, buy one of the GameCube controllers they sell. Heck, you could buy, if you could find them, you could buy the NES controllers, you could buy the Super NES controllers for the Switch and use those. But Nintendo do what Nintendo does, they just experiment. Well, it's actually a pretty decent looking GameCube controller. I just gotta I think I just gotta bubble that out a little bit. Let's make this a little smaller. Yeah, and I can, let's make that a little sharper. There we go. Oh, okay. I was still using someone else's Switch, but yeah. Well, yeah, but again, you were using the Joy-Cons. Yes, they are smaller. Granted, I can see how they can hurt your hands. I can see how, you know, they can ache a little bit. Wow, is that not on the? I guess it is. Okay, got that there, so we can turn that off now. Close that. Go back into the arms. Let's. Bop, bop, bop. This is gonna be left. Left arm, left wrist, left hand, and use his face. There we go. Let's get that wrist made up first, because that's essentially what we're looking for right there, is that look. So. Let's see here. That can be drawn straight to that corner, so is brought down here, and then goes back. Just bump this up a little bit. Go. And let's get some of our details in here real quick. Go, just do that. And as far as the hand goes, what was the example I set for myself? Reference body copy. Something like that, huh? I guess we could try that. I guess I could try that, yeah. Actually, let's go ahead and take that picture here. Let's turn this off real quick. Go. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to get let's see here. Put that in this one. Post that. Now I go to my Discord. What the hell is going on here? Oh well. There that is. Copy that. Guess we're going one last time before the day ends. If you said paint.net, you'd be right. Let's go ahead and turn that on for you guys. And let's go ahead and just paste this giant ass picture of a hand. There I am doxing myself. You can see exactly where I live. You can see exactly where I am in my house. So, you know, please don't come after me. Or you will be met with, well, you'll be met with some kind of open arm. Yes, so much time you have to do this. Again, you can see exactly where I am as I slowly erase what I'm doing. I'll give you a hint. I live in the northern hemisphere. So I've eliminated half of the world. I mean, yeah, return addresses. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I mean, let's be honest. Most people are saying in this world, you know, it's like an eBay seller doxing himself, you know. All right, you bought something from me. My return address is on here in case the mail, you know, screws up and doesn't give you your stuff properly. So, you know. At least that's how I view it anyway. It's just like buying off an eBay seller, man. That's probably going to end up being way too big, but this is our general look of what we want our hand to be. We'll just section it off into robot sections. Now look at it, even with an example right there, fingers are still fucking weird. Hard. Hands are hard. Oh, there goes this episode's content warning, I guess. Oh, where'd you come from? There you go. Go away. All right. Well, as I see here, 65%, 80%. You know what? Again, I have averaged out half of the world. So, you know, there's that. Actually, 1, 2, 3, yeah. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I will work on that. That hand size is definitely going to have to change. And it still might still change. And you know what? I'll put the pen here in the consoles. And that's pretty much just going to bring us up on time, because we do need to clear out of here for Quish coming up in about an hour or so. Just go ahead and just finish up with the pen here. There we go. Alright, yeah, go ahead and hit that save button. That brings us up on time. I am like 90% sure I will be back again on Saturday. Once again, just continue on Legend of Zelda. Anyway, you all have yourselves a good rest of your week, and I will catch you guys later. Take it easy.